Question 945. What objectively insignificant misdemeanor most annoyed your parents when you committed it as a child?
Oh.
Where to begin?
Would they have to have filed formal charges?
No.
Okay.
What parent would file formal charges for an insignificant misdemeanor?
Oh, it's against your parents.
No,
Oh,
no, your parents had something against you, something you stupid. You know, you did something really small, and they just blew it totally out of proportion.
Oh,
okay.
I thought you meant something that the police brought you home and complained that you committed a crime.
No, the police would never catch me.
See, that's what I thought too.
David
Turns
Melbourne.
out most criminals think that.
David Melbourne says peeing in public. Arguing with your sister.
Arguing with my sister.
I have a good one for this.
Go on.
I fell down the stairs
Why did you get into trouble for falling down the stairs?
because my mom had been angry with me before, and she thought I was stomping down the stairs, and I wasn't. I fell down the stairs.
Spooky says topping up the sugar bowl with salt. Okay, that's evil.
Yeah.
David
That's
Melbourne.
funny.
It's not funny. Says peeing in public. Never again says, damn it, every time you ask about childhood, I have to say something that explains why I like I am. In my case, it was laughing. That's a terrible crime. Sammy, the word misdemeanor has legal connotations. It does, but it's implied that it's not that. Yeah. Deal with it. Starkey says, I used to wake my mum by lifting up her eyelids and saying, Mummy, are you in there? Oh, it'd be evil. Ilya says, I once drank my grandmother's moonshine. Sammy says, I put a spent sparkler on Mum's new second-hand fake real leather lounge and put a hole in it. Yeah. That's not good.
I'd say probably the first time they caught me smoking.
Ooh. Santi.
In about 4th grade, like you had to turn in your folder at the end of the year, like so they knew you did your homework and you took notes and stuff like that. My folder was a mess, so I paid the girl that sat next to me $10, right, to do it for me. Like let's just copy yours and give me I'll turn that in. She didn't have it ready. She took the money, and then my parents found out, and I got in a lot of trouble.
David Belmont says, okay, my mum would freak out if we were laying on the floor with our feet touching the walls. Fair enough. I'm trying to think of... If I had my shoes on, I'd have got into trouble for that. Jen?
My brother and I blew up somebody's mailbox once, but it was Halloween.
Well, it wasn't Halloween.
You can do stuff on Halloween. Come on.
You can do stuff on Halloween. Well, anything you want.
Everything. Yep, everything's legal.
I once treated a car dealership, and I took one of their cars out from out the front. Is that allowed on Halloween?
Yeah. Look, it's no accident that Halloween and fireworks night in the UK are that close together.
The mailbox blew up really, really good too.
Did it?
It was a homemade mailbox, out of wood, and we hooked 3 M80s together, and just kind of twisted the fuses together.
You did give them the option to trick or treat, didn't you?
No, we
You just
striking out and wanton violence. What happened? We got caught because we lit it. We were running away, and just before it blew up, a cop cart pulled around the corner. It's
Well,
the
what-
whole damn thing.
How did they react when it exploded?
Well, they had no idea what was being used for the explosion. I think we would have gotten in much more trouble had they known that. We just said, well, it was just a firecracker.
Okay.
And
Firecrackers do that.
We were pretty young, like 14, 15, something like that. And so they just took us home to mom and dad and these delinquent children. And
I gotta admit, I loved crow bangers when I was a kid. So
we had to pay for the mailbox. I mean, mom and dad paid for the mailbox, but we had to pay them for the mailbox. And God, I was dad's sex slave for like a year. Oh no, never mind. That was
A different story.
yeah, that was an expensive. That was an expensive fucking Halloween prank.
Still paying for it.
And, I must say, you sound very proud of yourself.
David Melbourne says, you had shoes as a child? Yes, I had shoes as a child. I'm very young. Maybe. B says, my mother was very tolerant of all our craziness. She only got angry after most parents would have tried to kill us. Fair enough. Edward says, messing up with my mum's plants. It was a freaking jungle in my living room. I visited people like that. Very odd.
I can't keep plants alive.
Can you not?
Mm-mm.
There are some plants
My
you
daughter
can't kill.
gave me a bonsai tree for Mother's Day. I tried everything, and that thing was dead in 2 months.
Sammy
You don't
says,
know you're supposed to water them.
Yeah, I tried water. I tried bonsai soil. I tried more sunlight. I tried less sunlight.
you know you're not meant to overwater them. That's how I normally kill things.
I think that's what I did. I think I did overwater it.
Yeah.
It's the same with fish. You overfeed fish, that's how I kill fish.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
overwatering fish, and I was trying to visualize that.
My friend decided to grow a plant, and his mum accidentally killed it by overwatering it. Of course, what he was growing was fucking weed. His mum didn't realise what it was. It was sprouting. She just thought, it's good. He's taken up an interest. She watered it one day and killed the plant. Fucking great. I was like, basically told him, I think really in the long run, she's done you a favour. He was going away for some fucking time saying, please catch you with that thing.
David Melbourne 80s heartthrob David Melbourne from Michigan tweeted, ooh, a new toy. Tweeted? Super chatted. I've lost track. Sammy says,
I like David's other comment more. My parents made a big deal out of each time I lost a finger.
where did you lose a finger? Was it the same one each time? I hadn't got that far in the chat. Sammy said, I once picked every mandarin on our one tree. Most weren't ready. My dad was furious. Antjer says, everything annoyed my dad. He was very uptight. He didn't like us accidentally bumping anything into the walls. That's what my dad was like. My dad was not fun as a kid. Randy Bigfoot says, my mum hated when I would bring stray humans back to the cave. I imagine so.
I was always bringing baby birds home as a kid. That used to drive me father up the wall.
Yeah.
If I walked out the front door, there'd be a baby bird sat there, and I always had to bring it home. So yeah,
do something with it, haven't you?
Yeah, you can't
just leave it there.
No, but no, it used to drive my dad insane.
I think. See, if I had a kid, I think the worst offence they could possibly make to me is to invite Jehovah's Witnesses into the house.
That's
Is that
fun.
why you're Santi the Sane? Because your dad is Dave the Insane, or whatever his name is.
No. I'm something the same because of Wanko the same.
I feel the only people that need to say that they're sane are people that usually aren't.
Well, that's the whole point.
Or if they have to tell you that they're very stable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If they're a genius. If they have the best words. The list could go on for a while. Pete says, hey, I'm sane. Never Again says, what can I say? I didn't start committing actual misdemeanor stuff until I was out of the house. Edard says, drawing on the walls. We had wallpaper. Nerdy says, exactly. I was a perfect child. It was once I got older that things went down.
Bullshit.
Huge words.
Yeah. B says, she's very stable. She's very smart. She's got huge words. And Jaya says, my dad has no idea how to interact with children. Needless to say, Mum did 99% of the parenting. If it weren't for Mum, we wouldn't have survived. Do you know what? I think there's an awful lot of mums like that.
Yeah.
Right. Did I miss anyone yet? Jeff!
No, I think I said, when I was caught smoking, I think when I was about 11 years old, and you know how you try to make it out like no, I was just around someone who was smoking, but they could tell.
They can tell.
This is the thing, isn't it? You realise when you get older or whatever that they probably were busted doing the same shit themselves, and, you know.
Yeah. Right. Next question then.
What about you, Dave?
What about me? I was a good child.
Dave, come on.
I can't remember anything insignificant.
Everything you did was pretty
was
significant.
Yeah.
No, the problem is I could only remember the significant things.
Dave, answer the question, or the next super chat's going to be in Klingon.
Does Google do Klingon?
You'd be surprised what Google can do.
I like I said, I don't know. I mean, when I got caught by my sister with my girlfriend, I got into trouble for that. But most of that was, well, you see, the thing is, I was viciously bollocked for it until my sister left the house and my mother said, "Don't get caught again."
I thought you. It would have been worse if you were caught with your sister and your girlfriend.
No. Well, yes, it would have been worse. It would also never have happened. My sister is horrible.
I think you would have got more of a bollocking, though.
I think my mother would have sat there silently. Just, I'm trying to think of anything minor, and most. I didn't get caught. Is the thing. My parents were relatively disconnected because my dad was a workaholic, and my mother let me get away with anything. So I basically went out in the morning and did whatever I was getting up to. I got up to it and came home, and she never really knew. I mean, the problem was if I got into anything serious, we were well known enough in the town, it would get back to her. I'd get home and she'd have had a phone call. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.